Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. My name is Ringneck101 and we'll be making a short video or maybe long video. I cannot say how long it's gonna be, but it's gonna be a video on some stuff I collect myself from Star Wars. Beginning with this big guy over here. No, it is not the USC Millennium Falcon. It is not that big badass classic Falcon done by Lego itself. It is a Millennium Falcon that you see Rey and Finn fly to the ship that Han Solo's flying, full of raftards that he's selling and making money out of on the movie Star Wars The Force Awakens. That is the Millennium Falcon Han Solo's using in that movie. It also does not have anything to do with the Millennium Falcon used when he took it from Lando Calrissian in the movie of Solo, where he meets his buddy and his loyal, trusty companion, Chewbacca. So we're gonna talk about a little bit about this Millennium Falcon. This is the one that you see Han Solo flying when he doesn't want anything to know with the old rebellion. That's when Rey, finds him and tells him, "Hey man, you are Han Solo from you fought with the rebellion against the Empire, blah blah blah." This set basically took me about 10 to 10 to 11 hours to finish. It was a little bit on the complicated side. I mean, it wasn't that hard to build or, put together, but you have a lot of pieces to put together. It all ends up adding up. And there you go. You have a badass Millennium Falcon. So basically, you got the basics here. You know how the Millennium Falcon looks and how it has changed throughout the years, from Star Wars A New Hope to Return of the Jedi, all the way to The Last Jedi, when Rey's the one that takes over because Han Solo's killed by his son, Kylo Ren. Well, this is, like I told you, this Millennium Falcon is the one that comes out in Star Wars The Force Awakens. So it's just like any other Falcon, just with a few changes. You do have a different type of antenna, not the same round satellite you see on the Millennium Falcon from the classic movies, which is Star Wars The Last Jedi or A New Hope, or like the UCS Millennium Falcon made by Lego, the classic one. So this is basically what it is. You got where Han Solo sits, the place you walk through to get to the cockpit, the top turret, the new satellite, which is now a square and not round like the old Falcon. Then you got this thing that opens. These open up, as I will open them up right now. And as soon as you open them, what are you greeted with? The inside of the Millennium Falcon itself. Look how gorgeous it is. Excuse all the dust on it. I mean, I have it on display and I really haven't had time, because I usually take him to the restroom with me. I turn on the shower head and let water pour on it and wash down all the dust and particles, and then I let this guy with my who I'll be talking about too, my X-wing fighter with a Poe Dameron, sit there till they air dry and they're good to go. But that's basically what it is, which it also comes included with these guys here. If you guys can tell these figurines, hopefully the camera does autofocus on itself. That'd be this guy, one of the dudes from the Kanji Club. This guy. Then you got this other guy, part of the Kanji Club too, that comes with it. They're the ones that confront Solo in the movie. If you recall that part, which they told Solo, "Hey, you owe us money," in their native language, blah blah blah. And then Solo tells Chewbacca, "Hey, when have I been wrong?" These are the guys from the Kanji Club in the movie. And over here, you got the other dudes inside the ship itself. The guys that actually brought this thing towards Han, right there where Han Solo is. These guys here. Which is Rey. Why I have her sitting down there. Why I have her sitting at the table. Yeah, that's the table here. If you guys can see it in the camera, that's the table where you play virtual chess with all the creatures. If you recall on the Return of the Jedi movie, where R2's playing with Chewbacca and 3PO tells R2 to relax because Wookiees are really short fused and they get angry pretty fast. So that's Rey right here. The one that helped Finn take the Millennium Falcon to Solo, or they got stuck in the middle of space and Solo's ship sucked them up, and then Solo found out it was a ship and told Chewbacca, "Hey, we're home." So that's basically what it is, the inside of the Millennium Falcon. You also got BB-8 right there. This guy, why? I know I took him out on the chair, which is right here. Your trusty, loyal boy, Chewbacca, which is, they're very, very well-made figurines. Thanks to Lego, who knows how to make these figures perfect. And let's not forget this guy over here. I know I stabbed it right over here where it's... Just give me a minute. Here we go, this guy. The trusty bow and arrow blaster of our buddy Chewbacca. I mean, it doesn't look like too original. It's a Lego set, come on. But I do have an actual Chewbacca figure that looks more like him, and that's basically it. This guy, I got it at my local, I believe it was Walmart where I bought this guy. So that'll be Chewbacca right there with Finn, and you got BB-8, and over here, which I'm gonna pop it open so you guys can see it. Over here would be one of the main attractions besides everybody else, the cockpit. And here we have it right here. Your trusty, loyal boy, Han Solo himself. No, this is not young Solo. This is old Solo, the old man, the old guy who found this ship. This is not the same young Solo you met from back in the day when he was fighting with the rebellion and fell in love with Luke's sister, Miss Leia, which I don't have any figures of her. I'm gonna try to get a hold of the freaking X-Wing fighter with Luke Skywalker, R2, and some of his buddies. But for now, this is it. One of my collectible items. I'll bring the next one in a minute. Which this one, like I told you guys, is the Millennium Falcon, the one that comes out on Star Wars The Force Awakens. And that's basically it for now. I will share my next item, which is something that I really love, and that's the X-Wing fighter. It is not, to put it this way, the one I'm going to share next. It is not Poe Dameron's X-Fighter. Keep note, I do not have the X-Wing fighter of Poe Dameron. This is the X-Wing fighter he tries to go on board that gets destroyed in the beginning of the movie when he told BB-8, take the plans and leave. Get away from here. They are too important. Run away, buddy. That's the X-Wing fighter I have. I do not have Poe Dameron's, which I am gonna try to get a hold of that one, but for now, it is what it is, and we are gonna get this out of the way, bring that other X-Wing fighter, and get underway to show some of the collectibles that I have for the first video. So I will only be sharing the Lego figurines and all that good stuff today. I'll show the actual non-Lego figures next video, but I'll be right back. Alright, let's close back this cockpit. Close this back up. And that should be it. Okay, we are back in the video, and excuse the extra Lego pieces you see put on my X-Wing fighter. They are not Lego pieces from any Star Wars vehicle, ship, or what I showed you that are not part of the Star Wars theme. These are totally individual Lego pieces on their own. They were only used to build the platform, so I was able to stand the X-Wing and show it and display it as it is now in fighter mode with the wings open, ready to go. And this is it. This is the X-Wing fighter that Poe Dameron tried to hop on when he tried to flee, when Kylo Ren appeared with all the stormtroopers ready to attack the village to try to get a hold of the plans. trying to get a hold of the plans of where to find Luke Skywalker, which was the little thing that BB-8 received that held the key map to the whereabouts of Luke Skywalker. This is just a simple X-Wing fighter, which it's just, the little twist knob here closes the wings. I will remove these things for the purpose of the video. So you take these off. They're only for video purposes. I'm just to show you how the actual wing fighter stands on its own, the X-Wing fighter, which is basically what it is there. You got this guy here. Inside you got, your man, your boy, the hard man himself, Poe Dameron. Back there you got BB-8. And you got this thing that came with the set, which is a beacon. Whatever it is, put it down, catches fire. The dude, the old dude, which I don't remember his name from the top of my head right now, but this guy that Poe Dameron talks to and tells him, no, you must escape, don't worry about us. The map and information is too important to be handed over to the First Order. And then you got one of these guys, which if any of you guys remember, it's one of the ones that landed with the First Order and started using his backpack full of gasoline and started burning everything in the area, the tents, everything, before the other guys came and did a slaughter spree and killed everybody. One of the flamethrower stormtroopers. I'll show you his original, or what Lego gave him as a face right there. Hopefully the camera auto adjusts itself. Yeah, that's him without a helmet. This is him again with his helmet, as you see there. That's basically what came in the set, and this is the one that gets shot by the stormtroopers when Poe Dameron got in it. Pulled a turret from the bottom, started shooting at him, but yes, as I will show you right now, the stormtroopers got to this part. Yes, sir, this is what they got to. This guy, this thing, engine part is what they destroyed. So when it exploded, Poe Dameron wasn't able to go anywhere, but still managed to escape. When the stormtrooper by the name Finn told him, I'm trying to help you to escape. And when he asked why, he's like, because it's the right thing to do. So that's when Finn joins the resistance, the good side, the good guys that let's restore peace and love back to the galaxy. So that's basically it for this set here, which is all that it comes with. And like I explained earlier, these guys are just something to make the the S-Wing look like it's in fighter mode or attack mode, you know? So we got only one last thing to show, which is one last set to show, which is the fighter, or it looks like a TIE fighter or something from I don't know if it, I mean, I've seen the Star Wars movie, I've never seen it in him. I don't know if it does exist, but it's the TIE fighter or whatever you call it with a Master Yoda. That's the next one and the last one I'm going to show for this video. On the next one, I will show you guys all the figurines and all the big figures I mean that I bought at a 99-cent store over here in California, which where I'm from. So just give me a minute and I'm gonna go grab the last set of Legos and I'll be right back and show you the last one and we'll be done with the video. And one more thing before I bring the other set, just to show you that all the red things you see on the edge of the wings are actually what they call rockets that blast. I will not demonstrate how they work because obviously if I press one it's gonna fly who knows where and might get lost or end up under the table, and that's not something I'm trying to deal with right now. But these right here, press on the side and these two will blast forward. All these that I'm pointing at are also